All right, guys, so we're in Newport, Kentucky area. We're at Revival. Went by New Riff earlier, and we're going to go in and check them out. I've been talking with Brad. Obviously, if you guys know about Revival, ton of vintage spirits here. Brad is the man. He knows about them. Some of the most affordable pours that you'll ever find, especially in Kentucky. Let's go in and check him out.
If this was just a 1947 beam, it would be rare, but it's 109 proof. So like the internet's never seen it. ChatGPT didn't know about it. I don't think Beam even knew about it. Wow. We had 3 of them. They lasted a few weeks. I did $35 a quarter ounce on it. I would say anywhere in the world they want $3,000 a pour, right? Just because of how rare it was. Bourbon wouldn't have made it out of the 80s if it wasn't really for him. He was shipping Hirsch and stuff like that over to Japan. And Old Commonwealth released recently, and they had the Colonel Randolph. That was the original Colonel Randolph was Gordon Hughes bottle. And so he shipped that over to Japan in the 90s, but he kicked that off with Old Commonwealth, and they put his name on there as the inauguration bottle of the relaunch was picked by Gordon Hughes. And so what's so cool about this that we finished, this was picked by Gordon Hughes, and it lasted 2 days. And so I opened it last Monday and it got finished on Wednesday. Nice. And we had people come from Texas just to try it this weekend, and they turned the corner. They saw it on YouTube. They saw it on YouTube. They're like, "Where's it at?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're like 3 days late." And they're like, "You just opened it. What do you like?" They thought I was like, because I like to joke around. They're like, "You're f***ing with us," and I'm like, "No." So I opened a depths pick. And so you guys can try this today. Awesome. And so this was Depths number 1. And I think it was from 2015. And then this bottle style changed in 2017. And the one over there, it looked like that up until 2008. And so it started looking like this in 2009.
So are those typically chill filtered, and you have to special request them non-chilled?
This one didn't say. It doesn't. It just says selection number 1, selected by Depths. So they have a pretty big name locally. They recently sold, but this is done by a local liquor store that's pretty iconic. We were asking $500 or $600 for the bottle. Yesterday I did $15. You could come in and try it, and then to make it last a little longer, I'm making it $20. But even at that price, it'll probably go quick. So stuff's made to be drank, and this was on the bar for less than a week. This is Stitzel-Weller, so I wish I had some crazy bottles to show you.
What age is that? I don't know, what year?
It's 2015 or so. It's probably a 7-year. Or it could be an 8. But I was just telling him before we got going, this Dowling, I got 15 of them in June, and it's from 1946, and we're out of them. And so I shot them all out. We did $30 for a little taste or whatever, but they're gone. And so I was just saying, any competitor we have, they would make this 1,000 to 3,000 an ounce. And if you visited them at their bar, they'd be like, "Yeah, we bought 15 in June. We have 14 left, and number 15 would be here." Because only trust fund babies can have it. So we get regular babies involved. You don't have to have the last name of Kroger or Paul Brown or Musk or Amazon, and we drink shit here. So this one is this is 1 of 69, and then I have a couple over there that those are a little
which one I have.
Less of a bottle count, or this one's a little less. Those are a little more. This one there wasn't many high rise. Most of them were weeded, and so this is that is great. This is one of the few high rise for you guys. But no, it means a lot. You guys come in. Where are you guys out of?
Birmingham.
Oh shit.
Just a nice little 7-hour drive. And my man drove 8 hours. He was an hour south of me.
6.5.
It smells like my jam.
It's good, man. It's good. I mean, I like this better, but how do you not?
A lot of barrel in that. Yeah, how do you not like 107 better for sure? What's in the bottom of the bottle there?
That's his little icon.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. you're doing it pretty big time when you see something like this. Like this isn't, you got to spend six figures to have something like that. Like you can't just order a few. Right. And so, the plain Jane stuff, like what Nashville Barrel's using and the Neely's and even W.H. McBrayer, RD1 has their own bottle so that you can just immediately when you see this, think six figures. Right. Like sure. Everybody else is just
the same way, right?
Yeah.
And there's a stamp made in the USA, so that's even more expensive.
Yeah. Yep. When they first came out, I mean, just because of their stopper, their 2-year whiskey was like $120 or something retail.
Yeah. Now that Old Stubborn is much better than the one I got last year. The one last year was.
It was a batch blend of the kind of the same sort of barrels, and so out of West Virginia, and so these were single barrels. So, I liked all of them. We tried them all at one time with a bunch of influencers.
I remember Kevin and them coming in and trying a bunch of
it's tough, dude. I don't know how Fred Minnick does it he drinks like 100. Fred, how do you do it?
Right.
You drink 100 things within an hour or something. I mean, just trying 15 of those in a 30-minute to an hour thing. And then you had Melissa Riff, the head taster of Old Forester, was next door randomly. I thought it was staged. It was almost like out of a TV show. She showed up, and Kevin and all 5 of those influencers were here.
Yeah.
And we had an old presidential bottle from 1969, a single barrel. And she randomly came in just to see if we still had it. She saw a social media post from like a week before, and I had it. So they followed us up here with their like $40,000 cameras, and we grabbed the bottle out of the case and then took it down, and her and I opened it and did like a impromptu like bottle opening and tutorial on it.
Really cool.
It was cool as shit. And that was one that after we opened it, it lasted on the bar for about 4 days. Nothing lasts. No, it's either
the prices are just,
it's either
these prices,
it's either super frustrating, or you're super happy. Like I kind of feel like a vintage spirit drug dealer. Like today we're doing Jameson from the 60s verse one from today for $10.
Really?
So like it's weird if you're into bourbon and you come here. I'm throwing like this left-handed like haymaker of like, hey, I know you came here for bourbon, but how about a 60s Irish whiskey,
Right.
And so you kind of pivot from whatever you thought it was going to be, and but it keeps it fun and interesting. And so the bigger we can get, what you see in here is like the leftovers from the day before, and those leftovers fuel this. And then we have a bar in Elizabethtown too. So I have my big bar downstairs, which also gets vintage spirits. We do vintage cocktails and new and old history tastings. This bar gets vintage spirits, and then E-Town. And I have a membership program I was telling you about. And so the inventory, it's just ever changing and flowing, but it can be a little picked over at times. Like we made a lot of sales this past weekend, and then I have 2 big buys coming tomorrow. Okay. So like you guys literally, you picked, every day's a fun day to come here, but it's kind of a lull at the moment. Cause like I have an 84 Blanton's coming tomorrow, which is the first year. And then I have a Pappy Party Source pick from 2004. It's a Stitzel-Weller, and it has like a orange hang tag, like a bigger version up here in the neck. And I've only seen one, and so we're able to buy one more. But yeah, I mean, we're doing our best to chip away at like Sotheby's and Christie's and be fair to who we buy from, and bring back to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and then open it up with the next guy that doesn't have to be Elon Musk buddy or something on a yacht.
I love it.
So you can just come in on a little, pontoon boat here.
Pappies, are you putting Pappies over here, or you?
I don't even give a shit about a Pappy, to be honest with you. I think we have a lot B right now. Like I really do, to be honest, like I don't even want them. This one in particular I do, because the provenance on it's really good. I look at them all like they're fake. I really want to buy Stitzel-Weller. So like I'm looking for Rebel Yell, Cabin Stills, Old Fitz. This is what I want. A Pappy made today, made with Buffalo Trace Distillate, lives off the coattails of what's inside of this. And so the more I do this, I think the best alcohol has already been made. I'm like a brand ambassador of the dead. There's literally nothing that gets me like remotely excited. And I'm using my finger like it's exciting. Like not made today, nothing. It's limp. Anything made today. Sorry, Ed. But no, I do like Old Stubborn. But yeah, no, just doing these new and old history tastings, like we're brainwashed into thinking spirits are spirits. It's like your grandma's recipe frozen in time. That Jameson I have downstairs, like it totally smoke. Like it literally makes the new Jameson taste like dog food. Like it basically it tastes like, it smells like if you over drink the 60s one and then barfed back into the bottle, that's what the new one tastes like.
That's a rough analogy.
So I mean, but it's all of it. It's the cognac, it's the scotch, it's the liqueurs, even like Kahlua. You would think that wouldn't be good, or like how could it be better from back then than today? But it smokes it. Like it just. We're literally brainwashed. Like, McDonald's in the 60s, if we went to Cincinnati or Nebraska, it would have been inconsistent back in the 60s. Like, you wouldn't have, the fries wouldn't have been the same. The burgers wouldn't have been exactly the same. What are they good at now? Like consistent dog shit that they're feeding, and it's consistent every single time. So, the big guys now were small back in the 80s and older, and the inconsistencies of the past and the hard times and the older trees and the better ingredients. It's like a Papa John's commercial. How was this made? It was made at a lower barrel entry proof. And then when it came out at 105 or 110 to make it 86, they added unfiltered water into it. And then it was made with unfiltered water when they made it. And so this is a fun one.
So how do you properly preserve bourbon?
Are you doing the argon or any of that stuff?
I laugh. Someone sent me an argon thing saying I should be a customer, and I'm like, I'll be the worst. He's like, he said he sells to every major bar in the United States, and I'm like, I consider us one, but we're the only one that doesn't need to be a customer because everyone else, we don't have as many trust fund babies here in this city. So he sells to people that sell to politicians and lobbyists and baseball team owners and shit like that own these bars that don't want the average person coming in, and they're charging $5,000 a shot. They need the argon to keep their bottle going for 20 years. So long, yeah. This has been open for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
how do you know it's still good?
Because it's every bottle is sealed. Each bottle is its own time capsule. There is a risk. Usually when it's a twist top, it holds the test of time, but sometimes it doesn't. And until you open it, you really don't know what it's going to be. These bottles can take over the taste of where they sat. And even though this fill was really good, there's like a hint of basement on this bottle, which I think it gives it that vintage bourbon taste. But there's a nice sweetness, honey, like a huge honey note to it. But then there's also a little hint of granny in it. So,
dude, it's jumping off the glass. And
yeah.
Is there anything
that's a ton of,
can do to
that's
make
like
sure
a ton of green apple.
My advice to anybody that wants to make a bottle, like say they open this or whatever, and they're like, you know what, for the next 5 years, I want to, for my wife and I's anniversary, we need a 2-ounce pour, I would say when this gets halfway to put it in a pint, and then when that's halfway, put it in 100 milliliter and just keep leveling down. The downfall is though, visually, you want to see it come out of this bottle. I have heard people put glass marbles in there, and so it raises the fill up. And then I've had people use the argon gas. And somebody that I thought recently, I visited his bar, and he has got a hell of a bar. It's the Ballard's Cut in Seattle, and Tommy does a great job. Whenever a bottle that's like high end gets used, he pulls it down and squirts a little argon in it, and then he said every year in January, February, he gets up on his bar and hits every bottle basically that doesn't get poured that often. And he's been in business for 8 to 10 years and has noticed that it stays good. But I don't think everybody's doing that. And we sure as hell don't need to do that. Right. So, I mean, it just goes way too quick here.
So the IW Harper, on the nose, it was real bright. I got a lot of Granny Smith apples on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely get that basement, but almost like a crayon on the finish. That's a weird note on the finish.
We could have 50 more of these, and they could come from the same house, or they could come from a different one. And every single bottle, it's like twin brothers. One can live to be 15, one can live to be 85. There is no taste that 100% you're going to get it every time.
Yeah.
So from the way it was made inconsistently back then, it says 4-year on the back of this, but it could be a 6-year. To if the bottle was in Seattle up in an attic, and in the attic sunlight hit it every day for an hour, or maybe it's in a Philadelphia basement and it's musty and mildewy, and it sat there for 50, 60, 70 years. It's these bottles weren't made for people's great grandkids to enjoy. It was made
Daily
for to get it to somebody's house for them to drink it. And you can see too why there was like brand loyalty back then, because like a bottle like this was $5. If you liked that taste, you would tell your wife, like, honey, we need milk, eggs, and IW Harper. And then you could also know that, like, say I'm coming to your house and you're a Harper fan and I'm a Jack Daniels fan. I'm like, dude, I'm bringing over Stroh's and Jack Daniels. You're like, we drink Budweiser and Harper, bro. We're going to fight,
Yeah.
And you could see why people were almost like a sports team. Like this was their Yankees.
Right.
And if I like the Reds, we just didn't like each other when they played.
That's fine.
Yeah. And now no one has loyalty to shit, and everybody's buying what they think will be the next best thing with the next barrel pick, with the next source bottle from Barton. When like the best I think's already been made. And I actually have a fun thing for us to do. We're gonna do we're doing a Maker's Mark, like 4 different styles and bottles for Wednesday for an event. And so with you guys, I'm gonna open all 4 bottles.
Okay.
And so you have a regular Maker's. There's a new cash strength 7-year age dated, and then we have a cellar aged and a 1996 UK one. And it's not even that old of one,
Right.
but we'll taste through them. And I've already know which one's going to win, but like the 96 is better than all of them put together. But
I graduated in 96.
let's do it, man. So yeah, so I got that downstairs. I figured we could do that. It'd be pretty fun. And is there anything up here? Did you guys want to try like the Elijah Craig? Like, have you had one of these before?
I do want to try it because I opened one of those recently in a buddy's house. Now, we fresh cracked it, right? I love the small batches in those. But we cracked his, and dude, it was a firecracker. Like, it was so hot, the flavor wouldn't even come through.
They did like 11 releases of this.
Okay.
And before that, it was from the gift shop.
Mhm.
And so just to tell you
That
how
was rear age stated on the left.
it is. And so this was a gift shop only
Small
release.
batch right there.
And when they hand wrote in there, see how it says the 129.7 proof? And so this lasted on the bar about a week.
Now, those small batches are killer. They are so good.
Dude. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't, these trade on Facebook for probably 1,000 to 2,000. Something like this is going for 500 to 1,000, I'd say.
Right.
But it's not about the money. You know what I mean?
Which Booker's is that right there?
That's the Big Man Small Batch.
Okay. I just recently purchased Mama's Pigskin and Kentucky Tea.
Here you go.
I'm glad you're not in North Carolina.
Dude, it's, well, see us in Elizabethtown too. We But yeah, it made a stint here. And then here's another one you don't see too often. This is from the monks in Tarragon, Spain. So it's not even a France one, it's a Spanish chartreuse. I did $40 a quarter ounce. In any major city, this would be $1,000 a pour. To replace this bottle right now would be $14,000 off the internet. And that bottle came with this beehive-looking contraption is actually an old stag from 1956.
No kidding.
Lasted about a week and a half on the bar. It came with a cup. You can see the tack strip, so you'd pour it right in there. And on the back, it says bottled by the Stag Distillery. So, if you caught us at the right time, you got to drink out of this, and we shared it with 100 people. We're literally a vintage spirit drug dealer. Little.
Spirit drug dealer. I like it.
And then this got finished recently. I've been lucky enough to find about 10 of these. This is the best Willet ever made in the history of the world. And so if Willet made bourbon like this today, no one would drink water. It was distilled in 59.
It's February 6th. I'd say I need one of those bottles. I was born February 6th.
And then this was its bottle of 3100, and it's from 1975, I think it was. Yep.
You said 76, huh?
75.
No, 59.
So it's a 16 year, and then it's 107 proof. And so these bicentennials can go for 5,000 or 10,000 online. Because this was released at Cork and Bottle, this is another Gordon Hugh pick right here. And I had a Cork and Bottle Gordon Hugh, Weller. So these are here. They're still in the wild. They're not in Kansas, but they're in northern Kentucky. And so we're plucking them out of
very northern Kentucky.
Yeah, we're plucking them out of basements still, and we're shotting them out with the regular public. And then my friend got me the first single barrel Weller 12s in the past 10 or 15 years. He has a charity group, and so we were able to open this up and share it with the public. So this is really cool. You don't see these too often. And then these are usually on Japanese auction sites. We bought from a guy that was a master distiller at Heaven Hill, and he had a few of them in his basement. He, I guess, took from the distillery off the line. And this is from the early 90s, pre-fire, Heaven Hill, the Prince. And then this lasted about 3 days. It's the first cheesy gold foil. So, if you catch us at the right time, you can literally drink, your Joe Burrow stepson or something here. So,
pristine stuff. Right? So this bottle looks a lot like the old Swagger.
It's cool, man. That's a liqueur from probably the 1930s to 50s. It's got the cork. You never know what's going to come in. If we killed cows and ate filet mignon in here, I would only have bourbon. So that's maybe hamburger or a sirloin or something.
Right.
These are probably fat. They're not even that's not even burger. That's fat. There's some hamburger, This is fat.
There's a story behind that,
dude. Well,
it's so meaningful.
We don't even want it here. In fact, I'd love a day when I tell you that I don't even carry Blanton's because it's not rare. Yeah, it's no competition. And this will, you know, and really, I guess the fair part about it all is they're all, you know, neck pours. They haven't even had time to,
Right. They're all fresh.
you know, do anything. I don't know which ones. I guess it. If it works, it works. There we go.
Which one's this, the regular?
That's the regular. Nothing wrong with that. Cast strength is several steps in the right direction.
No, Makers, it's doing some fun things. They got different stave combinations, and they're at least coming out with some extra age stuff.
Cellar age is many steps closer to the right direction.
250, 300. But these can trade for as low as like 125 to 250.
Dude.
And, you know,
there's no comparison.
everybody's chasing their tail.
The finish on that 96 is crazy.
And that's not even like vintage Makers, you know, like
Right.
if we had a 60s or 70s, it would be even better than this.
Really,
Oh, yeah.
man, that's really good.
Yeah, supposedly
It doesn't have the proof point of the cellar age, but the flavor profile is phenomenal.
you got the old style sour mash. They changed the label in the 99 or 2000, and supposedly they changed the recipe. Makers just doesn't taste like this anymore. And even the one I have on the bar is a 2001. That's like, I don't know, in line with this. That honey note, it's incredible. A Jameson from the 60s, most likely, it'll be 25, but today it's $10.
Wow.
And so, you know, Mondays are pretty slow for us. So I try to get pretty aggressive on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's usually a little busier. So, but this would be a new and old history tasting in any major city in the world for probably $350 to $1,000, I'd say. I mean, so you can basically come to our city, stay at the nicest hotel in the state of Kentucky, come over here, you know, the Hotel Covington next door. You can feel pretty good with us, spend a little money, try a lot of cool things, go to Jeff Ruby's, one of our best restaurants, or go anywhere you want. Then, you know, get Bengals tickets, watch them lose, and then you can buy a used car and then drive home and you save money off doing it in your major city. So
You said that a time or two. I like it.
Oh, there you have it. I mean, Brad and them at Revival have got it. So they were a little down on inventory, but they flip inventory so fast. I mean, it's tough to find this stuff, right? So give them a little time. They've got some stuff coming in. We're going to miss it tomorrow. But some of the most affordable pours I had, that 2013 GTS, pretty decent. That 2018, straight from the barrel, phenomenal. If you guys are in the area, you definitely owe it to yourself to come by and check them out. Ask for Brad, see what they've got going on at Revival. Cheers.